Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class, and good afternoon, class. How are you today? Fine, okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, as usual, back to our video. Yeah, that today we will have the new material in sociolinguistics. What is that? Okay, you may look at this slide that the title of this material will be Interference and Integration. Okay, as my statement in the previous meeting, bilingual people is a people who use two languages in turn. Multilingual, what is multilingual? Multilingual people use more language in turn. Yeah. Okay, now we go to the second slide here. Have you known about interference? Okay. One of the experts, whose name is Weinreich, defines that a changes in the system of language due to language contact with other language elements carried out by bilingual speakers. Yeah, okay. So people's ability in mastering the first language and the second language will be different. Those are speakers who master second language as well as the first language. Yeah, I repeat here. People's ability in mastering the first language and the second language will be different. Those are speakers who master the second language as well as the first language. But some of them have minimal abilities in mastering second language as well as the first language. Okay, now go to the third slide. The third slide here asks you about what is parallel language skills and advanced language skill. Any one of you that knows about this? Parallel and also advanced language skill? What is that? Come on, please. Yeah, answer my question in your heart. Yeah, you know that parallel language skill, is people who has language skill, of second language as well as the first language. And then the second one, advanced language skill. Yeah, advanced language skill is people who has language skill of the second language is smaller than the first language. Yeah, so we may conclude that parallel will be the same, L1 and L2, and then for advanced language will be different. L2 is smaller than L1. Now, the fourth slide. Yeah, that's our conclusion here. L2 will be equal to L1. It is called as parallel. L2 smaller than L1. It is called as advanced. Okay. And then for advanced language people usually having difficulty in using L2. Yeah, actually, advanced language people usually having difficulty in using L2. Why? Yeah, it happened because still influenced, by L1 language skill. Yeah, so the mastering of L2 still influenced by L1. Okay, next, go to the fifth slide. Yeah, that's the figure advanced language skill. Yeah, you may look at this one. Yeah, from signal. Yeah, there will be signal A and also signal B. Yeah, so I symbolize L2 and L1 using signal A and also signal B. Yeah, sorry, L1 signal A, L2 signal B. Yeah, both of them. Okay. Yeah, both of them go to mediation of representation. Yeah. Okay. I'll try to repeat. Yeah. That's the process of speaker who has advanced language skill. Based on that figure, signal A, for example like L1, and signal B, for example like L2, are connected by the same device. The same device here is called as mediation representation and interpretation. Those processes are connected by two reception devices. Those well known as response or representation. So, therefore, because both of them are connected by the same devices, so signal A could be output of B, or signal B could be output of A. If this happens, then the interference process has occurred. Jadi pada intinya ketika alatnya sama antara signal A dan signal B masuk, atau kita sebut dengan L1 and also L2, N1 and also L2, alatnya sama, maka ketika dia keluar kadang akan ada sebuah kekeliruan. Yang harusnya signal A, dia akan keluar outputnya berupa A, signal B outputnya berupa B, tetapi it will be different. Why? Since by using the same devices, so sometimes jadi kadang will be happen interference, atau kita sebut pengacauan atau kekeliruan in bahasa. Okay, get it what I mean? Yes. Okay, go to the next slide. This one is the sixth slide. According to Hartman and Stork, 1972, it happens because of still influenced by habit in speaking of the mother tongue. So interference happen because of influence by habit in speaking of the mother tongue. Interference about the language system is called as systemic interference. Then the example of interference, it could be phonological interference and then morphological interference. Okay, may I continue? Yes, okay. Good. Next, go to the seventh slide here. Okay. That's the examples of phonological interference. Phonological, phoneme. For example, it actually happen in Tapanuli speaker. Orang Tapanuli. Phoneme. Okay, I'm so sorry. Di sini saya akan menuliskan phoneme Actually, we pronounce dengan rembes. But in Tapanuli speaker, phoneme here will be dengan rembes. So it will be different. It happen interference in the phonological. Yeah, so that's about the phoneme of a. Get it what I mean? Yes, okay, good. Yeah, for example, like what else? Yeah, dengan, rembes, rembes, ya, dengan. Okay, maybe you can look for another example of phonological experience, especially in phoneme a. Okay, next go to the example of morphological interference. Yeah, that's the example in word formation with affixes. Yeah, word formation in affixes. In English, familiar with suffix isasi. Ya, jadi dalam bahasa Inggris we familiar with suffix isasi. And then Indonesian speaker use that in the word like neonisasi. Yeah, for example like neonisasi. But that's not based on the standard, the standard of the structure of the language. Yeah, it should be in Indonesian, it should be the grammatical language structure in Indonesian, to show about noun. So we have to add pe and an, peneonan, not neonisasi but peneonan. Okay. The next one, go to the example of syntax interference, sintaksis, pengecohan yang terjadi, kekeliruan yang terjadi pada sintaks, sintaksis. That interference by Javanese, orang Jawa, Javanese people. Now look at this one. Di sini toko laris yang mahal sendiri. So I took this example from the sources. Di sini toko laris yang mahal sendiri. You know that based on this sentence, it happen interference. Is it happen interference? Yes. So that interference done by Javanese people. Why? Since this sentence making this sentence, constructing this sentence based on the Javanese culture. In the Javanese culture it will be ning kene toko laris sing larang dewe. The sentence is incorrect. The sentence is incorrect when you just translate into Indonesian. Why? Since it is not based on the standard of grammatical structure. It should be the correct form. Toko laris adalah toko yang paling mahal di sini. Toko laris adalah toko yang paling mahal di sini. Okay, next. The next part here, that's about integration. According to McKay, integration is element of another language that is used in particular language and is considered as element of language. It is not considered as the element of another language. For example, like research. In Indonesian will be riset. Jadi terintegrasi, riset. Okay, so that's all our discussion here. That's about interference and also integration. Please try to study more about this. If you have question, just ask in your Google Classroom. Okay, thank you so much class. Yeah, keep your spirit in online learning. Yeah, it will be the same with offline learning. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.